But I'm the truth. But I said I'm the truth. I'm the truth. You know, what you taking the man from the youth. Whatever you want to do. How many rounds you doing? But I let go the best of what? We gonna do the best of what? I'm in the fight. All right. One, two, three. First one, two, three. We can do it. I'm down for one. It don't want. You get that, yeah. Yeah, I know what you do. Whatever you want to do. If you don't get, I'm gonna get in the first round. I mean, yeah. When you do, I'm gonna get paired off. Yeah, I'm gonna get paired out of it. If you don't get it, so show you how you use the gun. Yeah, yeah. I got all kind of styles of me boxing down, bro.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go.
Later on, because I'm a roll on, but
Yeah. The tricks of the trade. The rules of the game.
yeah, that was a good ass game. That, we was on YouTube, but that should have been on.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tail of the tape. It's Teofimo Lopez. He won his time. It's the Pac-Man. What a career he's had. Awarded Fighter of the Year multiple times and the only 8-division world champion in boxing history.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, in the United States, an electrifying 2-division champion of the world known as the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez. Fighting out of the blue corner, From General Santos City in the Philippines, truly one of the all-time greats, boxing's first and only 8-division champion of the...
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Perfect punch. Can't find a home for that jab. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nothing quite like a fight night at night under the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Do you believe what we are seeing? And he just misses with that jab. Beautiful counter punch. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He misses with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Here giving us a high-tempo show. Lucky that hook didn't score. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. And there's the bell to start round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Counter punch. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
He missed with that jab. Better start respecting each other's punching power. lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use flame over brawn.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. And he misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? Can't find a home with that jab. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punches.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And the takeover's in some big trouble now. Looks like trouble was averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Good counter punching. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. That counter shot lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Going to need a knockout.
Wow.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Just missed with that hook. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
These two were made for each other. Those counter punches have to hurt. Caught him. There's a counter shot. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skillful.
And Pacquiao goes to the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice counter shot. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. To make up it. There's the bell for round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
He threw a punch and just got countered. His stamina is off the charts. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's bombs away. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Misses with the straight left. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't...
On to the 6th round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Perfect counter shot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it. Did you see that? Teofimo in some real trouble here. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you continue?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
You've got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the ring.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Missing with the hook. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Misses with the jab. Defense is not an option for these two. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the...
Come on. Let him get back into this.
And there's the bell for round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
They exchange punches. Couldn't land that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What a punch. Trying to land that jab. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Quick punch scores. They block the left there. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
And he scores with the counter. And he misses with that straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might... And they're back at it again here in round 8. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Punch, counter punch. The only fear you have with this lightweight is has he punched himself out? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. Oh my goodness, I want to see that one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter punch. Failing to score with that right hook. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That counter shot, final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown was going to be huge.
Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that.
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Beautiful counter punch. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Did well to block that right hook. Nice counter shot. They block the uppercut. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Blocks the straight left. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Do not throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This round could go easy. Did you see that? Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. Talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out it.
And there's the bell for round 10. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's a counter shot. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That right hook catching air. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Holding nothing back here in the round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
That counter punch caught him clean. His stamina is off the charts. Nice work to block that left uppercut. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A swing and a miss with the left hook. Pacquiao is rocked. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
Boxing back together.
There's the bell to start round 11. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that.
Listen to me. Are you okay?
You see one in the back. Yeah.
You're out.
One in the back. You can see. You can
It
see.
happened. You saw it here live. A knockout.
you know, 283 dollars for this man. Beautiful.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of brick.
You get on 22.